Hi, it's John Goodman again. We are talking about bargain and sale deeds. Two topics. What the heck is a bargain and sale deed? Number one. And number two, when might you use one? Okay, what the heck is a bargain and sale deed? A bargain and sale deed is essentially a quitclaim deed that passes what lawyers call after acquired title. A quitclaim deed is a deed where the seller is saying, I don't know whether I own this thing or not. I'm not making any warranties of title. If I do own it, here it is. And a quitclaim deed conveys whatever the grantor has at the moment of the conveyance. A bargain and sale deed is essentially, it's a little bit of an oversimplification, but a bargain and sale deed is essentially a quitclaim deed that passes what is called after acquired title. It passes the title that the grantor has at the moment of the conveyance, plus any title that the grantor receives of the described property after the conveyance. Wow, that's a weird notion. John, can you give us an example that helps make this clearer to us? Yes, so now we're in part two. Where might you use a quitclaim deed? Imagine a seller has entered into a contract to sell a property to husband and wife. The seller has remorse that he entered into this contract. Why? Because the seller has a backup buyer who will pay that seller $40,000 more. And so the seller has absolutely no reason to cooperate with these buyers whatsoever. As the buyer's transaction, as buyer number one's transaction is progressing, the buyers learn that they're going to have problems getting a loan if the husband remains on title. So they want to amend the contract to take the husband off of title so that the seller just conveys to the wife so that the lender knows that the wife will be the only title holder and the only borrower on the loan. The seller, however, doesn't have any reason to cooperate with this, refuses to amend the contract, and it says, no, I signed a contract where I'm only obligated to convey title to husband and wife, and I am not changing that. At closing, I am going to convey title to husband and wife. What can you do to get that transaction closed, notwithstanding the competing demands of the seller's perspective and the buyer's lender's perspective? Here's something what you can do. You can say to the seller, fine, today's Monday, we're closing on Friday, you convey title to husband and wife. Then, without seller's cooperation at all, remember, we're trying to have things set up so that the buyer's lender knows that the husband won't be in title at the time the bank loans the money for the purchase. So what husband does is, on Wednesday, husband records a bargain and sale deed conveying title to his wife. How can he do that? He doesn't have title, but you can do that because of bargain and sale deed. There are no warranties of title. What husband is essentially saying is, dear, whatever title I later receive to this property automatically passes to you. And that way, the buyer's lender doesn't have to worry about whether the husband follows through and conveys title to his wife later. The lender knows that the wife will be in title the instant the deed gets recorded from seller to husband and wife. The bargain and sale deed automatically transfers title to wife, and the world is a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, these laws vary some from state to state. You need a lawyer to help you with this. I am not that lawyer unless it's in Colorado. If it is in Colorado, talk to me or some other lawyer. It's a complex world. Be careful out there.